at my range of books. Okay, we're going to get right in here now. And I love the Irish mythology book. Highly recommend that one. We have all the famous legends here of Fionn McCool and the Fianna, which were basically a tribe of Irish heroes who went on many adventures throughout the country of Ireland, and they solved many problems, and they were like the 12 apostles basically. They were helping others out. Great stories in there about them and their battles and magic. Highly recommended. It's not fitting in right now. There's another one by Yeats as well, The Book of Fairy and Folk Tales of Ireland. It's full of magic and it's full of hope, and there's stories of love and hatred and so on. Fabulous read. It's timeless. These books have been printed and printed again, and they're years old at this stage. Teaching is a work of art. It is so true. It is so true. Another book that really inspired me and has inspired a lot of people is The Horse Whisperer by Nicholas Evans. Wow. What can I say? You know, how you really feel for a beast and how hope is not lost and love is there. And even after trauma, you can really, really get over it and move on. And there's hope even when there's no hope. And of course, the film is amazing with Robert Redford. Okay, got my own books, which I've been showing you there, so not to worry about them. I'm looking at a book that also stuck out just like the film, The Perfume. Well, I love the way he uses his sense of smell, of course, but it's just too obsessive. However, I do like the technique of focusing on, and it's quite original, on seeing everything through your senses. So good writing techniques in that. In another video, we're going to cover writing techniques, right? So just pop that down there a minute. Alice Taylor is just a wonderful Irish writer about the everything, the everyday stories in Ireland and life and how it was. So all her books are lovely because they're reminiscent and they bring you back to Ireland and the way things were, right? So of course I like to read about those. Book I have to mention by my cousin, okay, John Murphy. He was from North Cork. He wrote mainly poetry, okay. His books are pretty amazing. I mean, he was very creative, that's for sure, and intelligent man. Let's just read one of his funny poems. Yeti, have philosophy that things work out for the best. Yeti, don't really believe things work out for the best. But Yeti, believe it necessary to believe they do. When his mate die in avalanche. Yeti cry, but Yeti say, and Yeti it would be worse if she pregnant. When his son die in another avalanche, Yeti cry, but Yeti say, and Yeti it would be worse if he had family. When his daughter die in yet another avalanche, Yeti cry, but Yeti say, and Yeti it would be worse if she abducted and lead into a life of sin by blue movie producers. Okay, so there's humor in here. He's good at the writing, as you can see, the repetition. There's a whole lot of works here, definitely worth reading. Hard to get your hands on this book, though. Oh, excuse me. I've got a bit of a cough running these days, and so I do. Looking at other books here that really makes me laugh is Stuff Irish People Love, full of jokes. Absolutely gas. We've all heard of The Alchemist, and there's a book on medieval Camelot, Queen Guinevere. I quite like this. There are a couple of books in this series, I believe. She's the Queen of the Summer Country. It's huge, but it's the type of, fantasy realism that I like, and my books are kind of written in a similar style. However, this is usually dense, as you can see. And looking around, going over here. Okay, these are more into philosophy and self-development books, which we're going to look into the next day. All right, so this is kind of their deep stuff, let's say. So we're not going to look into that right now. So there you go. That was a brief looking at my bookshelf there. As you can see, I've got a couple of board games and whatnot going on.